was cool. Now I see. Good morning. I don't know what's going on here. Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. How's everybody doing this morning? I don't know why the hearts aren't working. Somebody push a heart. Can somebody push a heart? Are you pushing hearts and they're just not working? I don't know why. They did something new on the... I see, I think. Oh, crap. Oh, okay, so I just realized that I can fix it where I can move the comments away so I can talk. Okay, I get it now. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, okay, I get it now. All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys about an experience I had with Olivia yesterday. And I share these parenting experiences with you because, for one, it helps me, and hopefully it helps you. So I did a video a long time ago called Loving the Child You Have, okay? We all have this vision in our mind before we have children, that we're going to have these perfect children who have no issues and love us so much, and we have this immediate bond with and everything in common with, and they're probably going to look just like us, and we have these, it's almost like a facade. And then we have a baby, and sometimes you get the child you thought you were going to get, and other times you get a kid that looks nothing like you and acts nothing like you and has different struggles than you, different strengths, different weaknesses. And sometimes you get a child whose personality you don't even really get along with. Literally, like your personalities are so different that it makes parenting hard. And nobody ever tells you that. Nobody ever says, oh, you're having a baby, that's so wonderful. Listen, there's a chance this baby's going to come out with a personality just like your mother-in-law, just like your whoever, just like your whatever. And you may not actually get along well with this child, but you will be the mother nonetheless, and you will have to parent this child through whatever it is, and you have to keep going. You've got to love them through it. You've got to parent through it, even when they have personality traits that you don't like. You got to keep parenting on, because that's parenting. So anyway, Olivia and I struggle the most. We also have the most tender moments. And Olivia is the most like Michael in that she needs the least. Her love language is very different than mine. She does not give, we've talked about this before, she is not giving of her emotional self at all, so, or physical. She doesn't really like to be hugged and kissed, and my love language is physical affirmation. So all I know how to do is hug her and kiss her to make her feel loved. She does not want to receive love that way, so I have to learn other ways to let Olivia know that I love her. It is a constant tug of war between the two of us, but I am the mother, and it is my job to meet her where she is, right? It is not her job at 8, 9 tomorrow to meet me where I am. It is my job to meet her where she is. So I work every day to try to love Olivia where she is, where she needs to be met. I hug her and kiss her anyway. She does not really love it. She takes it, but like kind of grimaces. She is much more of a verbal affirmation. She is, but anyway, it's a constant tug of war, and it's a constant calibrating of the balance between mother and daughter, which is already like a challenging dynamic, let's be honest. And I know that there are mothers out there nodding their heads going, yes, my child and I have a different love language. We are working it out. Every day we try to work it out. And if you don't have kids yet, it's good for you to listen, because nobody ever talked to me about these things. Nobody ever said, hey, Jamie, I'm going to have an honest conversation with you about parenting. Not just the baby stage about how hard nursing is, which, by the way, excruciatingly hard, but like parenting kids that are different than you and have different love languages and receive things differently. And like you think you're going to get a kid that's like super athletic and loves this, blah, blah, blah. And you don't. You get a kid who wants to read books all day and hates sports, and you've got to try to figure it out. Okay? You don't get to choose the child that you get. You just have to parent and love the one you do. So how do you do it, right? Well, yesterday, Olivia and I were in her room, and she said to me, I was getting ready to go out with Michael to go to this fundraiser for John Carroll and my brother-in-law, Father Bob. And I came in her room and she looked at me and she said, you look pretty. And I said, thank you. Thank you for saying that. And her demeanor changed. And she said, you're prettier than me. You're so much prettier than me. And I said, oh, that's not true, baby. That is not true. And she said, yes, it is. Your hair is and your face is. And I said, no. I said, it's not true, Olivia. It's smoke and mirrors. I said, Mommy just is old enough to put on makeup and do fancy things with her face, but you are naturally beautiful. You don't need to do any of these things. And you're just beautiful. And she wasn't buying it. And it was a parenting situation that I had never been in before. I had never had my child look at me as if my beauty intimidated her or bothered her or made her feel less than. Nobody tells you that you have to humble yourself and how to, we spend so much time as women saying, you have to feel empowered, own your beauty, don't feel bad about it, blah, blah, blah. But when it is your own kid that looks at you and feels like your beauty is somehow a shadow for them, you never want to be ugly so bad in your life. I never wanted to be ugly so bad in my life. In that moment, I thought, how could I be ugly? How could I be uglier? I cannot have this child feel that I am prettier than her. But in the same time, I need her to get comfortable with her own beauty and finding her own beauty and growing into her own beauty. And nobody tells you this. Nobody tells you that these are things you're going to really feel and deal with and struggle with and cry over. There's so much pressure for these little girls already. And, there's pressure for us too. Hello, I'm 40 and I see girls constantly that are younger, don't have wrinkles, don't have a gut that hangs over their jeans like mine does, and saggy body parts. I mean, I deal with all of it. Thinning hair, bad eyebrows. If you think people on the internet don't remind me every day that I look old and have bad eyebrows and whatever, I get it. Believe me. And I share this with you because nobody prepares you for those parenting moments. Nobody says, your young daughter may look at you one day and feel bothered by your physical appearance. So I did the only thing that I could do. I pointed out things that she had that I didn't, and then I tried to point out a few things we had that we both have. And I reminded her that soccer is our thing, and we're both really good at soccer, and that we both made good grades, and those were the things that we could focus on. And I also told her that, I said, Olivia, everybody says you look just like me. So if you think I'm beautiful, what does that say about you? And I tried to make it light, and I tried to make it funny, but the truth is, nobody prepares you for that. It feels like your heart is breaking. And in general, the thought that your child may not feel good about themselves even for a second is enough to make you literally like want to fall asleep and not wake up. The thought that your own child could be struggling with something that you can't fix, like, for so long when they're babies, y'all ignore the angry faces. Who the hell cares about the angry faces? Really? Who cares? Put hearts. If you don't like the angry faces, make hearts. Somebody is clearly feeling some type of way this morning. They didn't have the night I had last night. I don't know. For so long, you know, the babies are born, and we do everything for them. They cry, mommy makes it better. They are sad, mommy makes it better. They are, in pain, mommy makes it better. They're hungry, mommy makes it better. I mean, we are constantly making it better for them. And then they get to an age where we can't make it better all the time. And it's so jarring to us because we are consumed by making it better. That's what we do. We make it better. And then all of a sudden we realize, wait a minute, I can't give you a bottle. I can't change your diaper. I can't change your clothes. I can't move you to a different whatever. I can't just make it better. So what do? It's really emotionally consuming. Children are emotionally consuming. And I just want to go back to the fact that you think you're going to get this child that walks like you and talks like you and acts like you and loves like you and needs like you, but you get the kid you get, and you have no choice but to love them through it every day. You've got to show up, and you've got to meet them where they are. That's the thing. You know, they don't meet us where we are. We've got to go to them with love. We've got to go to them with reassurance. We've got to choose our voice. We've got to build their self-esteem. We've got to meet them where they are, and it is hard. It is an emotionally consuming role. Emotionally consuming. The days of laying in bed and watching Lifetime are over. They don't exist anymore. The days of just, getting up and eating what you want and doing what you want, it's all just over. Your mind is consumed by people. And hi, Mary, I love you. Your mind is consumed by these people who need so much, and I don't know. It's a lot, guys. And I want to say this too. I know a lot of people think that they can't be good moms because they didn't have good moms. And that is not true. It is not true. All of the cycles can end with you. You can be the greatest mom, but the truth is we're all bad moms at some point. We're all bad moms. We're all good moms. We're all shitty moms. We're all great moms. We're all moms who say the right thing, and we're all moms who say the wrong thing. We're all moms who handle situations perfectly, and we're all the worst mom in the world. That's how it goes. Some days you buy them the ice cream, other days you take it away. That's parenting. It is the hardest, most excruciating, emotionally consuming, up and down roller coaster of love and self-torture and doubt that you will ever experience in your life. And everyone goes, but it's the most rewarding. And I go, well, yeah, yup, it is. But some days you can't see the reward. Some days you're like, anybody see the reward? I'm looking for it, but I cannot find it. And then other days, the entire day feels like a reward. If you are just having a child for the first time, if you are about to have a baby, I want you to understand that in the beginning, the first few years, it feels so hard because it is labor intensive. You're exhausted physically. Your lack of sleep and physical exhaustion. Your body has been through an actual trauma and you are up, down, awake, asleep, awake, asleep, awake, asleep, awake, asleep. Feed the baby, change the baby, feed the baby, change the baby. And that feels like it is never gonna end. And then it does. And you have a toddler who finally sleeps through the night but can't communicate. So they resort to now tantrums are their new method of communication. So the baby crying has stopped and the tantrums have started. And you start looking around at the rest of the world going, did I give birth to a demon? Is anyone else's kid doing this? She's throwing herself on the floor. She's banging her head on the wall. She's screaming. She's biting. She's crying. She's pulling her own hair. She's making herself throw up. Am I the only one that has a small demon? No. Nope. We all did in different ways. It's emotionally exhausting and you wonder what you did wrong. You're wondering what you did wrong. Why is my kid doing this? Why is my toddler banging their head against the wall? Why is she making herself throw up and pass out in the middle of Target? What is happening right now? Where did I go wrong? How did I fail? I go to church, I eat right, I walk the dog. Why is this happening to me? It happened to all of us. And then toddlers become small children. And there's different challenges. They want to put their own shoes on, so it takes you 47 minutes to get out of the house. Okay, then they can't find the shoe. Then the shoes become a thing. You become consumed with shoes somewhere between 3 and 4.5. Your whole life is potty training. My kid is the only kid that'll never get it. She's going to go to college in pull-ups. How come she keeps shitting in her pants? How come she won't use the potty? The potty's right there. Why is she peeing on the floor? Why is she peeing her bed? Why am I changing sheets again? She keeps peeing her bed. I'm never going to have a kid that uses the toilet. And then one day, she finds her shoes. She pees in the toilet. And you go, oh my God, I did something right. My kid pees in the toilet. I'm not changing sheets anymore. She knows where her shoes are. And then she goes to kindergarten. And you look at her and you go, oh my God, where did the time go? I'm so sad. You're going to kindergarten. And suddenly she's exposed to the world. And people reject her on the playground. And she looks at you and says the most excruciating words you will ever hear in your life. They don't want to play with me. And you think, how could someone not want to play with you? You're the most perfect kid in the world. Suddenly you forget the emotional up and downs. You forget the fact that she shit on your floor. You forget the fact that you changed sheets for a year because she couldn't get it together. You forget all of it. It's the most mind-boggling, emotionally consuming, like, I don't even know what you would call it. It is something else. And you get through these different stages and each one comes with its own challenges. And yeah, where is the laugh cry button? Laugh cry, laugh cry. That's me. Oh, what a good sentiment. To all the women that are listening to today's Coffee Talk who won't experience this because their bodies won't let them. I could cry for you all day. Where's the laugh cry button? You go through these experiences with your children and It is, oh my God, if someone tells your daughter they don't want to play with them because she's in a wheelchair, I will come sit in the wheelchair with her and ride around all day with her. I'm just telling you, nobody prepares for this. Nobody tells you. Nobody tells you. I'm telling you. Share this video. Somebody needs to hear it. Believe me. Share the video. Just share it and say, for anybody who is a parent, who wants to be a parent, who's about to be a parent, watch this video. You need to hear it. Thank you, Tanisha Calhoun, for sharing this video. Please share it. Let's see if we can get, like, there's 637 people watching live. Let's see if we can get 637 shares. Everybody share this video. I love you so much today. Have a great, great day.